Here's big breaking news coming in from Bihar. A mall in Gurugram, allegedly owned by Tejashwi Yadav and his associates, is now being raided by central agencies. A CBI raiding a mall in Gurugram which belongs to Tejashwi Yadav. Tejaswi Yadav's mall, Urban Cube 71, is currently being raided by the CBI, which was bought using proceeds of the crime in the land for job scam. Huge CBI crackdown. The central agencies now raiding several locations, all belonging to the Yadav family. Lalu Prasad Yadav, his wife, came out to say that they're not going to bend before the central agencies. But here, CBI carrying out a marathon raids where they're currently conducting a raid at a mall in Gurugram, which belongs to Tejaswi Yadav and his associates. It's being raided. The mall that's called Urban Cubes 71 is being raided by the CBI, which was bought using proceeds of the crime in the land for job scam. In fact, the Central Bureau of Investigation currently raiding several locations. In fact, 16 places in Delhi alone, in Patna and in Gopalganj of Bihar, all connected with this land for job scam involving Lalu Prasad Yadav, his family members, his close aides. And in the latest, we know that this mall in Gurugram is currently being raided. That belongs to Tejaswi Yadav. The mall is called Urban Cubes 71. It's being raided by the CBI, which was bought using the proceeds of the crime in the land for job scam, allegedly. These are allegations made by the CBI, needs to be substantiated post the investigation. And what kind of proof will the CBI really get on irregularities remains to be seen in time. But for now, a Gurgaon mall owned by Tejaswi Yadav, which the CBI believes was bought using the proceeds of the crime in the land for job scam. Urban Cube 71 being raided. Manish Pandey joining us live for more. Manish, a quick word on the CBI raids against Tejaswi Yadav, Lalu Prasad Yadav's son, at a mall in Gurgaon. Urban Cubes 71 being raided. Give us more details.
Well, Nabila, remember in this case, Lalu Prasad Yadav and his family members are named accused in the case. Before, Misa and Hema Yadav were raided by the Central Bureau of Investigation. But as far as Tejaswi Yadav is concerned, remember for the first time in this case, Tejaswi Yadav, you can say, firm connected to Tejaswi Yadav is being not only investigated but raided by the Central Bureau of Investigation. As far as this company is concerned, this company owns a mall called Urban Cube 71 in Gurugram. Now what Central Bureau of Investigation is alleging, and this becomes very important, that this mall was built and bought by Tejaswi Yadav and his associates using the proceeds of crime generated in the land for job scam. So what essentially they are meaning is that the money which was generated by Lalu Yadav and his family members, that money was used to buy this mall in Gurugram. Now why this becomes important? Because so far only Hema and Misa were being investigated by the Central Bureau of Investigation. But this is the third raid by the Central Bureau of Investigation, and now Tejaswi Yadav, we can say, officially is under scanner of the Central Bureau of Investigation, and sources are saying that the evidence against Tejaswi Yadav is overwhelming at this point of time. And not only he will be searched, but soon he might be called for questioning in connection with this case. Nabila.
You know, at this point we see, Munish, there are close to 16 odd locations being raided in Delhi, Patna and in Bihar. Many of their close aides of Lalu Prasad Yadav, including Sunil, who's their MLC, has been raided. So they're really crying vendetta. They claim that this is nothing but revenge being taken for what happened in Bihar politically, with Nitish Kumar withdrawing support from the BJP. Lalu Prasad Yadav, Rabri Devi also comes out to say that this is vendetta, they're not going to bow down. So they remain defiant. And it seems like the Yadav family have for long learned how to face central agencies. Decades on, investigations still continue against several corruption allegations on their family.
Well, Nabila, there are multiple cases against Lalu Yadav. In few cases, he has been convicted by the lower courts. But as far as this case is concerned, remember, in this case, the FIR was lodged by the Central Bureau of Investigation in the month of May this year. Now, as far as the timing of raids are concerned, there is going to be far-reaching political implications as far as these cases are concerned. Now, before this new government was formed, there were 2 raids conducted by the Central Bureau of Investigation. But since the time this new government, alliance of Tejashwi Yadav and Nitish Kumar is concerned, this is the first raid. For the first time, a direct family member, the Deputy Chief Minister of Bihar, is being investigated by the Central Bureau of Investigation, and firms linked to him are being raided by the agency. The political implications are going to be far-reaching. Opposition parties have already, declared that, and they are alleging that the government is misusing the Central Bureau of Investigation and Enforcement Directorate. But as far as CBI is concerned, I spoke to several officials regarding these allegations. What they are saying is that when they raided for the first time and second time in this case, they got hold of certain documents, certain statements, and based on those statements, they came across 2 Rajya Sabha MPs of RJD. There are 2 other leaders of the RJD. They are being raided today, and as far as Tejaswi Yadav is concerned, based on the documents and evidence in this case against Tejaswi Yadav, his mall in Gurugram is being raided. So they are denying the fact that there is any political vendetta, but we have seen in earlier cases also, whenever there is a raid by CBI and ED, especially on the opposition leaders or people connected to opposition leaders, there have been a huge cry about foul play and misuse of central investigative agencies by the center.